Arms stretch long, forehead's resting on the mat or a block. And you're just really depositing yourself on the mat, landing, letting everything go, connecting to your breath. It's such a good way to start the practice child's pose. Just allows this process of integration to start nice and easily. So take a breath in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breath in and breath out. One more, breath in and breath out. So come up onto all fours. We're just a few cat-cows just to begin to articulate the lower spine. So take a breath in and come into cow. So raise up your chest, chin lifts, tummy drops, and breath out. Roll the spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, come back into cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale to cat. One more. Inhale, cow. And just hold it there for a second. And then take it up. Round the spine. Exhale to cat. Come back into child's pose, but take your right arm underneath your left and drop your right ear, to the mat. So right arm goes under left, drop your right ear down towards the mat. Feel the stretch through the right shoulder, top across the right shoulder. And swap over. Left arm goes underneath right. Take the left ear down towards the mat. Come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes. Push back into downward facing dog. Take your base out a bit, lengthen your base, and just pedal left and right, just easing into the practice. Getting some blood flow down towards the calves, the Achilles. So just alternating your knees, bending left and right. When you're ready, you're going to come into stability. So just be still when you're ready. Just take your gaze high up between your legs to a space behind you. Just let your head hang down. First inversion of the day. Let your brain be filled with wonderful new blood. Just letting it hang. No tension in the neck. Soft across the top of the shoulders. Just to integrate the tops of your shoulders, imagine you're turning a jam jar to the left with your left hand and to the right with your right hand. And that draws your elbows in. Three breaths. 3 deep breaths, send the breath powerfully. These aren't shallow breaths, they're deep, strong breaths. Breathe deep, breath in, and breath out. Breathing in, and out. Breath in, and breath out. Inhale, high push-up, come into high plank. Make sure in a high push-up that you're gripping with your quadriceps as much as your abdominal muscles. Just lower knees to mat, uncurl toes, King Cobra, okay? This is quite a nice transition. You literally just come into Cobra. You don't vinyasa, you don't load up any weight through the elbows. Exhale, down dog. So we'll do that again and flow. So take it to high push-up. Drop your knees to mat, uncurl toes, King Cobra. Now just pivot slightly to take your gaze over your right shoulder. You'll feel a stretch perhaps through the left hip flexor And just rotate, look over the left shoulder, and then take down dog. Come into a high plank position, drop knees to mat, uncurl toes, inhale, King Cobra, open up the front side, and take down dog. Now just walk your feet to your hands for Ragdoll. So take your feet hip width apart, opposite hand, opposite bicep, and just let the chest come down over the thighs, forward fold. Be so easy, be loose as a goose. You know, if you feel tightness, just ease into the tightness, don't push too hard. Just gently sway, perhaps to the right and to the left. Place your hands on your hips with your chest, your abdominals engaging. Come all the way up to standing. Take mountain, reach tall. Reach up, take your gaze up towards your fingers. Now let your right hand take hold of your left, step your left leg behind, and then draw your left arm across your body. You're feeling a lateral side stretch. At the same time, try and roll your hips slightly forward. And swap over. Right leg goes behind left. Draw the right arm over the body. Feel that stretch down the right side. Come back to center, both feet to touch. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms, press out. Try and stop your shoulders popping forward. So keep your shoulders integrated. You're just elongating the elbows, stretching the forearms, stretching the hands. 2 more breaths. And now just place your fingertips on your shoulders. We'll flick away the night. So take a breath in, exhale, flick out. For 2, 3, 4. Breathing out on the flick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take your arms to the side, place your fingertips on your shoulders and do the same. Breath in, flick out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Loose on the flick. 8, 9, 10. Now take your arms straight out to the side. Take a breath in and just ever so gently look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center, look over your left shoulder, come back to center, breath in, exhale, gently twist, center, take over the left shoulder, 1 more either side, nice and loose. And now bring your hands to your heart center. Hands come to heart center, close your eyes. Just fix your thought on an intention for your practice this morning. It could be something that you want to do. It could be something you want to improve, perhaps. It could be a thought for someone or something. It's just a constant to anchor your mind to the purpose of your practice. Okay. Inhale, open your eyes, mountain. Reach tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your palms on your shins. Just note that your bottom in halfway lift is pulling backwards, your chest is leaning forwards. And of course, as we've said before, your neck is a natural extension of your spine. So don't jam your head upwards. So you're in a straight line all the way from the lower back to the top of the scalp. Come into high push-up now. Take your high push-up. Just make sure that your weight is over your wrists. Okay, in high plank, so there's a direct line of energy from your shoulder all the way down to your wrist. So your arms are forward. You're over your hands. Drop knees to the earth, uncurl toes. come all the way down to your mat. Inhale, take Cobra. So for Cobra, you can either have your arms straight, or you can keep your elbows bent and take a sympathetic back bend. Exhale, down dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Bend your knees. Now look to your hands. You can float forward or you can step. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to bow. Inhale, straighten up, rise up. Exhale, arms round the sides, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low push up. And inhale, upward facing dog. People ask what the difference is between Cobra and upward facing dog. In Cobra, your thighs and pelvis remain on the mat, and in upward facing dog, your pelvis and your thighs lift up off the mat. Draw your shoulders back, take your gaze up and back. Tops of feet pressing down into the mat. Exhale, roll over your toes, down dog. You can play with your base. You could take a long base on your down dog, shorten it. You could take your feet out to the outside of the mat. Just play with it. 3 more breaths. Everyone take your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Inhale, high push up. Okay? You're in a high push up, but your feet are on the outer edges of your mat. Hold, 2 breaths. Take it back, down dog. Inhale to high plank. And then take it back. Bring your feet now to hip width apart, then your knees, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to bow. Arms sweep up and round. We come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Tadasana. Exhale, hands through heart center this time. Fold. Breath in, halfway lift. And exhale, high to low push up. Breath in, up dog. Breath out, down dog. Come into a forearm plank. Take a forearm plank. So you're on your forearms. Now your hands can either be at prayer in front of you or your palms just press gently down into the mat. Okay? Make sure your bottom doesn't sag down, but your bottom isn't in the air either. So you're in neutral plank position. And I'm just going to say we're going to be here for a little while. Crocodile. So don't think about running away. This is so good. It builds such good inner strength. Record for this pose, 8 hours, 52 minutes. Knocked out by a 68-year-old former Marine. It's completely unbelievable. We've only done 35 seconds. Keep your breath moving, everyone. Breath moves. Now come up into a high push-up position. Drop back into your plank. Forearm plank. Press back into high push-up. Plank. High push-up. That's the 3. Keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why did I join Tim's class this morning? 9, 10, hold, and take it back, down dog. Come to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to your hands, flow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take a sympathetic bend in the knees. Bend your knees nice and deep. And then arms sweep up and forward, we take chair. Utkatasana, chair pose. So your thumbs really can be facing up to the ceiling. Draw your gaze to your thumbs, tuck pelvis under, sink into the heels. You're sinking your weight into the heels, that fires the glute muscles up. Okay, lift all 10 toes up off the ground. Well done, Freddie, you're still there, keep going. I can see you, I can see your pajamas anyway. I see the bottom half. Exhale, bow. Breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. We go, up dog. Down dog. Moving with breath, people. Just moving with your breath. Stretch your right leg long behind you. Feel that elongation. Keep your hips squared. So there's some inner rotation of that right hip. So your hips remain squared off to the mat. Three-legged dog. Step right foot, right hand. Back foot spins flat. Place your hands either side of your right foot. Warrior One base. Now to give your hips more space in Warrior One, take your left leg out to the side, towards the left side of the mat. Knee is directly over ankle, hands either side of foot. Take hold of your hips, draw your torso up, pull your right hip back and in to square your hips forward, reach up, Warrior One. Let's just move with purpose, with resolve, as we take on the full energetics of the practice, moving energy through the body. Press down with the outer edge of your back foot, lifting up the inner arch. Your gaze is towards your hands. Take a breath in, and now let's just take the arms back into aeroplane. Chest comes over thigh. Interlace fingers, draw palms together, humble warrior. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Warrior One. Let them drop down to the earth. Hold there for a second and step back, high push-up. And flow low to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breath in, upward facing dog. And breath out, down dog. Take the left leg behind, stretch it long. Remember to internally rotate the left hip so that your hips are squared off to the mat. And they're not sort of lifting, the left hip's not lifting. Now step left foot to left wrist, spin the right foot flat, hands go either side of left foot. Knees stacks over left ankle. Breathe. Really try and consciously lift up the inner arch of that back foot, which you achieve really by pushing down with the outer edge, engaging that inner right thigh. Take hold of your hips, draw your hips up, draw your left hip manually back and in to square the hips off. When you're ready, push energy through your hands, arms are straight. Take your gaze perhaps up to your thumbs. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Take your arms back as you breathe out. Aeroplane arms. Bit of upward facing dog in the chest. And we'll go straight into humble warrior, interlace fingers, draw palms together. Draw your arms up over your head. Get that stretch through the shoulders. Head just hangs. Sculpting, left thigh, left hamstring working hard. Inhale, sweep up, Warrior 1. Exhale, we flow low, high to low plank, go. Breath in, up dog. Just go with your own breath. Exhale, down dog. Bend your knees and look forward to your hands. As you dump the air out, you come forward. Then with a clean set of lungs, you breathe in, halfway, lift. Exhale, bow. Hold down the forward fold. Sympathetic bend in your knees. Arms sweep up and forward chair. Take chair. Sink nice and low. Take it lower. Everyone take it lower. Make sure the pelvis is tucked under. And some of you have got blocks I can see squeezing in the upper thighs. That's great. I'm not using a block, so I'm pushing my knees together, or you can have your feet apart. So if you were sort of downhill ski jumping, well, I guess it would be more like this, wouldn't it? But anyway, you can have your feet apart. I like them together. It's personal choice. Cross over your fingers, your thumbs like butterflies. Reach up with your arms. Take your gaze up. Take your gaze up. And fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Breath in, up dog. And breath out, down dog. Right foot, right wrist. Warrior one, let's flow up. Reach up. Warrior one. Warrior two, open up. Come into warrior two. Hold the warrior two. Make sure warrior two, your pelvis is tucked under so your bottom isn't sticking out. So tuck your pelvis under. That's it. Small alignments, but they help to get it right. So warrior two, just remember shoulders are directly over hips. One energetic line, one hand to the next. Lift up your back arm a bit, Chris, that's it. Flip the palms. Watch this right knee. You know, we say it 100 times, but it's just always worth checking in. The right knee wants to collapse in. So you should have a clear sight line of your right toe. And when you flip your palms, it really allows you to open the chest. So open the chest. And a couple of dinner plates balanced on the hands, perhaps. 3 more breaths. And reverse the warrior. Left hand, left thigh. Reach up just to the vertical. Take your gaze tall. Be tall through the side flank. Some of you may prefer to just take it further back. I like just the vertical. But, you know, go where you want to go. And then just cartwheel left hand to the mat high push-up. Low push-up. I inhale, up dog. Take it back, down dog, breath out. Left foot steps, left wrist. Warrior one, sweep up. Warrior one, left side. We go, warrior one up. Warrior two, open up. Warrior two, same things. You know, you can see that there's a tendency you could do that, but don't be forward, be central. Drishti, simply over your index finger. Take a breath in and exhale, lower that base of it. Breathe in to rise and exhale, drop a bit lower. Flip the palms, draw the shoulders back. Tuck pelvis under. Pressing down with that outer edge of your back foot. Inner thigh fully engaged. Left knee directly over the ankle, one line. It's not forward, so that left knee's not forward, it's just directly over the ankle. Reverse your warrior, right palm, right thigh. Reach up, perhaps take it further back, your choice. Take your gaze though up towards your hands. And then cartwheel your right hand down to the mat, high plank. And to low push-up. Breath in, up dog. Open up the front side of your body. Hold the upward facing dog, 3 breaths. Stretching the front side. Shoulders getting drawn back. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Stretching the shin bones. Exhale, down dog. We'll take 3 breaths of rest, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Feet come to touch. Take your right leg behind you. Bend at the knee. Stack hip over hip. When you're ready, flip the dog over. Flip your dog. I'm in wild thing, I love it. You could, wild thing, your left leg is straight, your right foot is drawn in. Or you could be standard flip dog with your left foot drawn in as well, hips pushing up. But if you have your left leg straight, it gives you a lot of extra space. Take your gaze towards your right hand, hips pushing up, opening, and take high push-up. High plank, settle in, high push-up, then take it back down dog. Feet come to touch. Left leg this time extends behind you, bend at the knee, hip over hip, flip over. So wild thing, or indeed, just normal flip dog. So if you're not in wild thing, draw this right foot in, press hips up. As I say, I really like the freedom of having a straight right leg. Everybody is different, just do what you enjoy. Gaze to left hand. High push-up, high plank, and go back into downward facing dog. All right, let's be completely still here. Chris, feet a bit further apart. Take your gaze high up between your thighs. Fuse your eyes on a single point behind you. Draw all of your attention to that one point and breathe deep. Thigh bones pressing back towards the back of the room. Sit bones raising to the ceiling. Heels descending to the mat. Head hanging heavy. You're going to shake your head no. Nod it yes. Just make sure there's no tension in the neck. Soft across the top of the shoulders. Take the right leg behind you. Now step it through crescent lunge. Crescent lunge right side. So balls high on the, weight high on the balls of the back foot. Shoulders sitting over hips, reach tall with the arms. So you've got length, elongation in the spine through the arms. You've got low, powerful base. If you fancy, you can bend your left knee or you can have your back leg straight. Do you feel that hip flexor stretch? Gaze straight ahead. And then when you feel comfortable, perhaps you take it to your hands and then up and back. Gaze up and back, deepening the stretch. Lowering the base perhaps. Lower the base. Bring your hands to your heart center. Body weight just floats over the right thigh, twist to the right. Left tricep goes onto right thigh. Hands at heart center, hands at prayer at heart center, right shoulder drawing back, using the strength from the left tricep on the right thigh to lever yourself as you twist on the exhale, taking yourself to a comfortable place that challenges you perhaps a small bit, but doesn't put you at risk, so practice safely. Now press your left hand on the inside of your right foot, reach up with the right arm, gaze to right fingers. Spin out long breath, warrior two, flow. Coming into warrior two. 3 breaths, set yourself. Side angle. Right forearm, right thigh. Left arm reaches up. I love this pose. It's one of my all-time favorites, actually. You really feel freedom on this left side now. Try and pivot open. Take a half or full binds. So if you're going to go half bind, corkscrew left arm around the back. Press the back of the hand into the back to allow you to leverage this left shoulder back and open. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Full bind, take your right hand underneath your right thigh, connect your fingers together, use that leverage, use the leverage to twist open. Come back into warrior two. Cartwheel your left hand down to the mat, side plank. So your left arm is in contact with the mat, foot upon foot. If it's too much, you just lower your left knee to the mat and you take an abridged version of side plank, that's fine. Otherwise, feet are on one on the other. Lift through the midriff, take up your right leg, hover. I've got some pulsing going on the screen, that's brilliant. Why not work the inner thigh? Gazes towards the right thumb. High push up. Flow low. Elbows tucked in, low plank, hover. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Coming into downward facing dog. Left leg stretches behind, step it through, crescent lunge this time, left side. You're into crescent lunge, left side. Go. Gaze ahead or take it up to the ceiling and back. Lower the base. Back leg can be straight or knee bent. Hands to heart center. Float over your left thigh. Just pause there for a second. You've floated over your left thigh, now spin. Right tricep outside left thigh. Hands at heart center. Pressing down with reasonable firmness into the palms of the hands. Breathing. Twisting a little more on the exhale. Drawing this left shoulder back. Drop right hand inside of left foot. Reach up with the left arm. Gaze to left thumb. Spin out, warrior two. Come into warrior two pose. Virabhadrasana 2. Set. 3 breaths. Pelvis tucked under, remember. Side angle, extended side angle, go. Left forearm, left thigh. Corkscrew open. Open up through the right side. When you're ready, half bind perhaps, or full bind. You know, you go where you want to go. Go to your degree. Be relaxed in your face. Practicing yoga to relax. Not trying to be competitive. It doesn't matter what you look like. As long as your mind is in a state of calmness as you journey through the practice. Warrior 2, flow back. Come straight into warrior 2. Set the pose. Set the gaze to the fingertips. The index finger, cartwheel right hand down, one motion, side plank, right side. Bakasana, let's go. Bang in, you know where you're headed, just go there. Maybe you could play around, take tree, if you fancy. Tree is actually a bit more relaxing than having the left leg elevated, obviously, because you're not working the outside hip muscles to the same extent. High push-up. Go back, downward facing dog. Pushing back into down dog. Thought I'd save you a vinyasa. Chris was about to canter through another vinyasa, but I thought I'd just give us a rest from that for a second. It's only because I want to get you ready for the next thing. I push up. All right, we're going to lower to a low plank for the count of 5. Come back up for 5. Too much, just drop knees down towards the earth, right? So you can support this by just dropping your knees down if you prefer. Inhale and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, hold. And lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, hold. And come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, down dog. Press back, bend the knees, look to the hands, step or float forward. Breath in as you come into halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Chair pose. We go. Chair. Well done, everyone. Back into chair pose. Sink lower. Sink into those heels. Really easy to just have your weight too far forward in chair. Sink into the heels. Tuck pelvis under, remember. Inhale, heart, hands to heart center. Spin to the right as you breathe out. Twisted chair. Right shoulder coming back. Watch that left knee. Keep your knees in alignment. Left knee wants to creep on forward. Put it back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Sweep arms up. Forward. Inhale, heart center. Hold. Exhale, twist. To the left this time. Right knee is the culprit on this one. So try and keep the right knee in alignment with the left. Forward fold, exhale. Take your feet hip width apart. Take hold of your big toes, first 2 fingers on each hand. Let the elbows come to the side. Draw your chest down. So let your chest be loose, upper body's loose. Fluid, water pouring over granite cliffs. Granite cliffs are your thighs. Weight is slightly into the heels. Go for gorilla pose, palms go underneath soles of feet. Press down with the toes into the palms. Let your head drop so that your shoulders sit either side of your ears. Take your gaze between your legs, fix it to that point, single point. Drawing your mind from distraction to focus. And this whole process of your practice is designed to calm your mind, and the breath and the gaze are so key to that process. Crow, Bakasana, just take crow. Go to your degree, maybe you're not flying yet, doesn't matter. Then you can just be in a squat with your arms drawn back, toes touching, weight supported partially or wholly. Well done, everybody. High plank. Low push-up, vinyasa. Breath in as you come into upward facing dog, breath out, down dog. Step or float forward. Air comes out, air comes in, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Exhale, forward fold. Take your hands to your lower back, interlace fingers, draw palms together. Draw your arms up over your head, stretching the shoulders. One breath up, sweep up mountain, breath in. Cross your right leg over your left. Right leg crosses over left. Take a breath in, exhale, let your hands drop either side of your left foot. Hamstring stretch down the left side, left glute. So hands come down perhaps to fingertips or blocks, or if you're really super flexed, then your palms will be flat on the mat. Head just hangs. Just feeling this stretch, hopefully through the left hamstring. left glute. Rise up to standing, sweep the arms up, bring the right leg across and just this time take the left leg behind, reach up, drop hands either side, this time with the right foot. So hamstring stretches through the right side, right glute, head hangs. Hopefully you're warming up a bit now. Body should be warm. Come up to standing, across your legs. Just flick out a little bit. Just flick your feet out. And then when you're ready, bring your feet to touch. Roll your shoulders back. Let your palms face forward. Tuck your pelvis under. Lift your chin slightly. And take a soft gaze ahead. 3 breaths. Breathing in. And out. Breath in. And breath out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Dancer, reach up with your left arm. Take hold of your right foot. Press your right foot into your hand. And then go to your degree, to your extent. Let's come into dancer. The key to this pose is the leg strength. Leg strength into the hand. Press the right foot into the right hand, pressing it in, drawing it up. 2 more breaths. Draw your right foot down. Right foot gets drawn down. Reach up with the right arm. Take hold of the left foot this time. Press the left foot into the hand. And go. It's good, Chris. Two more breaths, everybody. Come on, someone topple out. Take it towards the edge, lean further forward. Try and keep those hips squared. I can see 1 or 2 of you on the screen with your hips slightly pivoted out. They need to be square. Bring left foot down. Left foot comes down, reach up, inhale, sweep up. Go tall to mountain. Drop your hands, take your left hand onto your left hip, tree pose. Take your right foot, press it high up on the inside of the left thigh. Tree. Coming into tree. When you're ready, hands to heart at prayer. Bring them to eye level. Draw the shoulders back, suck the tummy muscle in, and come into equanimity, calmness. Interlace fingers, flip palms, reach up. So you're in your tree, arms pressing up. Root down to rise up, rooting down through the standing leg, reaching tall. And then when you're ready, relax. Right foot down, right hand goes to hip, flow straight in, right side tree. Take hold of the left foot this time, draw it up to the inside of the right thigh. Stand tall with poise when you're ready. Hands come to prayer. Eye level, soft gaze over the fingertips. Draw the shoulders back, tummy in. Interlace fingers, flip palms, reach up. Look up. Go so tall. Maybe place a back bend in by rolling the hips forward, taking your gaze up and back. And then when you're ready, drop that left foot down. Roll the shoulders back. Stand to attention, palms facing forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step straight into high push-up. Hold that high plank. Holding the high push-up. Lower to the mat for 5, 4, 3, elbows tucked in, 2 and 1. Let right cheek goes to the mat. Drop your arms down by your side. Toes come to touch, heels go to the side. Maybe give yourself a wiggle left and right. Locust pose, so interlace fingers, draw your palms together. As you breathe in, your chest lifts up off the mat, your chin stays tucked in to remove stress from the neck. Thighs hover off the mat, just hollowing out your tummy, drawing your shoulders back towards one another, lifting up the chest. You're working your lower back, opening the front side, hollow out the tummy, breathing in, and then lower, left cheek goes to mat. Bow pose, go there, take hold of your feet, tops of feet with your hands, knees hip width apart, press feet into the hands, open up into bow, lift up. Again, hollow out the tummy, chin stays tucked in, breathing, pressing into the hands, the feet into the hands, opening up and come down. Hands go either side of your chest. Deep breath in, up dog. Roll over, toes down, dog. Now you can step through or you can just come to a seated position for bridge, whichever you prefer. Take bridge pose, so draw your heels towards your bottom. Make sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Press up, hips go up, and in the void beneath your lower back, interlace fingers, palms together, bring the shoulders in slightly towards one another. Take your gaze over your nose, be soft. You're pushing down with the feet, tops of the shoulders, elevating the hips up. If you have got wheel, go straight there now. Go into wheel. We've only got one bridge, one wheel in the practice today, so make the most of it. Go to your extent. If you're a bridger or indeed wheel, you might take your right leg up and then bring it down and take your left leg up, really working the glute. The single glute has to work so hard. Two more breaths. Some great wheels going on, I can see. Great work, everybody. And come down gently. Wheelers, tuck your chin in first. Then your tops of shoulder touch the mat. And gently bring the spine down to the earth and let it just stabilize. So be completely still. Supta Bakasana, butterfly pose. Bring the soles of the feet together. Left hand goes to heart, right to tummy. Just let the knees go out to the side as gravity pulls you down. Opening up the hips. Bring your knees together. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll forward 3 or 4 times. When you're ready, you're going to come into boat pose in Bakasana. So just take boat when you're ready. You can have your knees bent, have a nice V shape, or straighten your legs. Arms extending out to the side. That's if you're not holding your legs, which you could easily do if you prefer. Low boat. high boat, low boat, high boat, low, high, low, high, and low, and hug knees in. Well done. Knees to chest, hug nice and tight. Take your legs up. Legs go up. Drop your right leg to 45 degrees. Take a thunderbolt grip with your fingers. Take a breath in. Exhale, pulse up to your left foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Swap over. Take a breath in, pulse up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees to chest. Well done. Knees to chest. Rock forward and backwards 3 or 4 times. Each time you rock forward, your soles of the feet touch the mat. Just massaging your lower back. When you're ready, take Navasana. Come on up. Boat. Bring your soles of feet to the mat, bring them in slightly, take hold of your shins, hug yourself nice and close. Then roll on down, abdominal control. Take your legs up to the ceiling, place your hands under your bottom, lower your feet to the mat, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, halfway, hop, just hover there, stop. We're at the halfway point. That might feel familiar. That's kind of boaty pose. And lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hover. Pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4. Look to your feet, 5, 6, 7, 8. Abdominals being drawn in, 9, 10. Hover. Take your legs out to the side. And then draw them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take them up to the sky. And then hug knees to chest. Hug in. Take your right leg 45 degrees. Cradle head with arms. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right elbow goes outside of left knee. Bring the right leg back in, shoulders drop, inhale, lift, twist. So left elbow goes outside right knee, and then we go for 50, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 40, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, nearly there, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! 50 club, hug in. Well done, everyone. Great effort. Drop your soles of your feet now to the earth. Ha ha. Relax. Recline half pigeon. Take your right ankle, place it on top of your left thigh, and then take hold of your left thigh, your left knee, or your shin, and draw in. If you have a block handy, which I just about do, place it underneath your head, and that lifts your neck off the ground, and it really allows you to relax. So if you have got anything to pop under your head, it makes a big difference. Anyway, you're drawing this left thigh in. Draw the left thigh in. Left thigh gets drawn in. Stay with breath, be deep. Powerful breathing. Opening the hip. Place your right foot down, place your left foot over your right thigh, take hold of your right thigh, draw that in. As I said, here you can take hold of the right thigh, knee or shin. It really depends where your flexibility line is in your hips. Place both feet down, take away the block if it's there, sit on up, but we're going to take tabletop. So fingers face the backs of the heels, press up with the hips, take your gaze behind you, press up with the hips, release. Drop your bottom down, take your legs out in front of you, reach tall, breath in, exhale, forward fold, seated forward fold. Take hold of the toes or the outer edges of the feet. You may have a bend in your knees, but you're trying to draw chest towards the thighs. Chest goes to the thighs. Roll all the way down to your mat. We're going to take a simple inversion. Now, if you've got a block, place it underneath the base of your spine and take waterfall. Okay, that's waterfall, or go if you prefer into shoulder stand. I'm in waterfall, it's so relaxing, it's so effective. Gravity at work, drawing the blood away from my feet. All the stored gunk that just rested there for the last 10 or 12 hours overnight. In fact, I didn't sleep for 12 hours, that would be nice. But anyway, you get drift. It's drifting away, finding its way out through lymph nodes, your body's dustbins, getting rid of all the stuff you don't want. If you're in shoulder stand, just make sure that your neck is free of weight. Okay, your weight is on your shoulders. That's the clue in the title. It's not a neck stand, it's a shoulder stand. You should feel no weight at all in your neck. If you do, then you probably need to take waterfall because you don't want to compress your neck joints. Close your eyes, flex your feet if you're in shoulder stand or waterfall. And gently come on down all the way to your mat. Stretch your legs long. So you get ready for supine twist. So just draw your right knee in. Left knee presses into the mat. Use your left arm to draw that right knee across your chest. As the right knee goes down towards the floor, extend your right arm out. Take your gaze to your right fingers. Process of releasing now. It's releasing, reaching the end of the practice. Be relaxed, let your breath be deep, powerful. Accept this twisting pose, rinsing your internal organs, opening up your lower back, so functionally effective. Come back to center, squeeze both knees into your chest, then take the right knee straight out, press the right knee into the mat, right hand takes the left knee across the body, left arm extends out. Now, if you had a block on either of these, you can place it if you want it underneath your left knee in this case, just to bring the ground up. That's if you don't find it easy to get the left knee close towards the ground. Come back to center, take Shavasana, resting pose, final resting pose. So lie on your back, take your feet to the outer edges of your mat, let your palms just face naturally up. Hollow your tummy out. Maybe take your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Just let all tension dissolve. Make sure your hands aren't holding tension, maybe wiggle the fingers, flick them out a bit, and then just rest the palms gently down onto the earth. Supportive earth beneath you, gravity pressing down. Just let everything go loose. There's nothing to hold on to. No muscular tension, no mental tension. Just think about those little windmills that children hold in the wind, and they just spin so effortlessly. Just let your mind spin with ease, not holding on to anything. Just let it spin happily, completely rested, completely without thought or judgment. As you lie here, true expression of your natural self. Just allow yourself to receive the goodness of your practice. The last hour has prepared you to enter a state of natural, deep relaxation. Breath just flows naturally now. With your toes and your fingers. When you're ready, keep your eyes closed. Just go onto your right side into a fetal position, drawing your knees towards your nose. I love this full circle of your practice. So you started in child's pose, pose of the child. You're ending in a fetal position. So you've done a circle, complete regeneration. Now you're ending in a pose that is perhaps mankind's most natural pose, fetal pose. So just be in a state of easy acceptance, relaxed. When you're ready, just come to a seated position at the front of your mat. Sit with a straight back, crown of the head drawing upwards. And take a deep breath in and decompress out. Breath in and breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just bring your hands of prayer to the center of your forehead. I hope your day ahead is full of light and joy. Namaste. Oops. Well, I can't unmute you.
Thank you, Tim.
Oh,
Thank you, Tim.
we've all unmuted at once. Brilliant. Awesome.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
Guys, I hope you had a lovely practice, and thank you for joining me.
That was great, thank you.
And I'm sorry, I did spill over, I'm afraid, by a few minutes, so apologies. Nikki will kill me. Anyway, have a lovely day, everybody.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Cheers, guys. Bye.